Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? So, don't know if I've read for you before, but I'd like to explain real quick how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best that I can. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind. You'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what he's talking about. This is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. So sometimes you're going to have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He'll give me just enough that you should know what he's referring to without giving any details. It's his show. So we're going to talk to Lynn today. As he comes in, he's saying, "I love you, son. I'm very proud of you." And he's saying it like this. I don't want to say matter-of-fact voice. I'm not sure what kind of voice that's like. It should be obvious what I'm saying. I love you, son. I'm very proud of you. I need you to know how proud I am of you. I want you to know. I don't know how old this boy is, but he's seen him. I will say, very young children, up until about the time they're about 9 or 10, and then we kind of cut it off. We shut it down because we look around and we go, people are going to think I'm crazy if I tell them I see my dad. Little kids, animals, see him, hear him, no problem until they realize that we think that adults are going to think that they shouldn't be doing that or that it's something bad. So, okay, he's showing me. I'm going to shut this off. He's showing me like he's seen him in his peripheral vision. They even do it to me. I can see him head on, but in your peripheral vision, and I include this because I can have my head down and I can see him walk by. I don't know why it works this way, but you think you see somebody walk by, or you think you see somebody walking down the hall, and you turn your head and there's nothing there, so you go, oh, that was my imagination. No, it wasn't. The boy has seen him, and he's showing himself like the boy's looking this way, and like he's standing here. So out of the corner of your eye, you think you see him standing there, and you turn and there's nothing there. You go, my imagination. No, it's not. It's just the way it works. Don't know why. He says he's very close to the boy. A lot. Like I said, I'm not getting the feeling for how old the boy is now. So he's shown himself like the boy's sitting in a chair, and he's standing there, and he's got his hand like resting on his shoulder. Whether he's actually doing that and the boy will feel it, and I can't tell you how somebody else is going to feel the energy because everybody feels it different. But he could feel a pressure, he could feel a tingling, he could feel a lot of warmth in that one spot because he's kind of got his hand right on top of the shoulder. Or he could be just signifying that I'm that close and I'm standing there. He says at all times. Don't know if he's there 24/7, but a lot. He's saying all is good. All is good. All is good on my end. All is good on your end. Sometimes you might not think so, but all is good. And I promise you 1,000% he can hear you He can see you. You just can't get it from the other side most of the time. He says you're stressing out. You're stressing out more about the way things are going in your life than what you need to. That it's going according to plan. So evidently, you're on your life path. I don't even show a lot of hiccups on your life path. On your life path. Sorry, I'm muttering. He's showing you going straight down the road. So whatever you're worried about as far as what you're doing in your life, or is it right or it's wrong, right now you're going according to plan. Okay. What they've taught me is before we come here, we decide our exit point. He wants me to explain this. We decide our exit point. Can be when you're 1 day old, can be when you're 100 years old. I don't know why, but this is the way it works. So we already had this exit point. It can waver a little bit depending on what we picked before we came here, but it will be in that time period. And sometimes it'll waver because how it will affect somebody around them, or what they're going to learn from it, or how it's going to change their life and put them on their life path. It's a little complicated, but it's determined. We determine it before we get here. So he says things fell right into place. It was what was supposed to happen. I know that about the exit point, but as far as the way we leave, I don't know if we decide that ahead of time or if that's decided depending on all the decisions made up until that point in everybody's life. If that makes any sense. He's showing his face getting really, really, really red. Really, 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 really super red. And it's not like from anger, it's more like medical, physical. I don't know if he had some extremely high blood pressure, had some heart problem, something going on that caused him to look really flushed. He's getting more red. He's getting deeper red. So I'm not sure what he's trying to. Trying to get him to tell me. He's pointing towards his back area like this, but his face is what's all flushed. I don't know what would be on the back side, whether it be like a kidney or something back more towards back here. That where something messed up, or something was starting to mess up. Or if he's just signifying he had a horrible back problem. He's not being real clear about it. It's his show. He can do whatever he wants, within reason. He says you're a good mom. You've always been a good mom. He says you love with your heart. I kind of got in your way. I'm not sure what he means by that. I kind of got in your way. He says you'll know. I don't know that he's talking about getting in your way, the mom part, or just in your way in general. You sacrificed a lot for me, and I thank you for that. And it got quiet. As far as him showing me exactly how he passed and whatever, I don't know that he will, because in the beginning they would show me exactly, and I would feel it, I would hear it, I would see it, I would smell it, and after each reading I would cry. So I've asked not to go through that experience anymore unless I have to not do it all the time. So we'll see if he goes any further with it. Hang on, I don't know what he's doing. We're playing charades. Okay, he's saying you need to stop doubting yourself. You need to stop doubting some decisions you make in your life for your son and trust your gut. And like I said before, I promise you 1,000% he can hear you, he can see you. What would he have been good at helping you with? I always say, if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in, don't ask Uncle Joe for financial help because he didn't understand how it worked here. We're not instant geniuses when we leave, which I thought we would be, but I found out that's not true. So ask Lynn for help with something that he would have been good at here, that he would understand, and help him with the son. They cannot override your free will choice. You have to ask, and then you have to allow for whatever comes forward after that. And you'll be surprised what will be offered if you allow it. So, okay, I don't know why he's showing me something looks like pampas grass. You know, the big tall things that shoot up with the big plumes on top. It could be the shorter grass. I don't know what those are called. I don't remember, even though I've got some in my yard. Why he's showing me a stick of that? Okay, I always ask them to come up with unusual signs because everybody knows about butterflies and cardinals, and he's showing a stalk of looks like pampas grass, whatever the heck you call it. So know that whenever you see that, you could be walking through Walmart and find a fake one laying on the floor out of a decoration, or going through the flower section or something, or you could be watching TV and there'd be a big bunch of it in there. Or maybe there's some more significance for that type of grass for you and him that you would associate with him. I love the way they come up with so many different things. I would think that wouldn't be. You can just be walking, get out of your vehicle somewhere, and you can find a little decoration that looks kind of like a little one. It doesn't have to be the great big one in the yard. And it could be one, like you step out of your vehicle in the parking lot, it could be somebody dropped one that they just bought. You never know. It's really cool the way they come up with stuff. Let's see if I. Okay, now he's talking about soldiers, and more soldiers, and they're saluting. I don't know that he is saluting. I feel like he's watching them. I don't know if you have somebody in the family that's a soldier. He was a soldier. But he's talking like there's a lot of them. It's kind of like they're marching by. Almost like marching in a parade, but I don't see like a band and all the other stuff. I just see soldiers. Soldiers. So anyway, you might have to stretch that outside the box a little bit. I'm not sure where he's going with it. It's up to him to explain. He comes up and he sniffs your hair. Like he takes in a really slow, deep breath, just like, if you're still using the same hair products that you used when he was around, something about just, it's not in a creepy way. He just loves the smell of your hair. I don't know if this is something he did. You might hear him, taking in a smell, if you want to call it that. Um, so if you kind of hear a little next to your ear, know that that's him. Validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more signs. If you want more signs, that's totally your free will choice. But ask. He's showing that sometimes, and it's showing you like more in an agitated state. And agitated may be mm, not the right word. Word do I want to do? Upset. Maybe not all wound up, but upset state. And sometimes he comes up and he puts his hand. You see it like right here, like just touches your arm, just actually using his energy to try to give you some peace and some love and some calm. So next time you feel that, and like I said before, everybody feels energy different. You're not going to feel it like I do. You could feel like a warmth, a pressure. It could be as slight as if you had a tea towel laying on your arm or something. It could be so slight you wouldn't even pay any attention to it. It could be goosebumps. Sometimes when they really want to get my attention, it feels like a pin sticking me, and I go, "Hey, that hurts. What do you want?" So know that he's doing that to give you some reassurance, to give you some of his uplifting energy, and thank him. Let him know that you know that that's him. Let him know that he's doing that to try to bring you peace and love and comfort. And then he sniffs your hair again. I hope that didn't creep you out. He's not doing it to be creepy. Okay, he's bringing up the last time that you physically saw him before he left. He wants you to seriously think about that. Really look at it. There's something in that last time you saw him physically that he wants you to notice or be aware of or remember, or and it's not a bad thing. He said there's something for you into you really thinking about, looking at the very last time you physically saw him. He's pushing the point. He's kind of being elusive and a little quiet. He's not coming forward with a whole lot of stuff, and it's totally up to him. I can ask all the questions I want. Doesn't mean I'm going to get the answers. He's making long pauses in between what he's doing. Okay, so I asked him if the sign that you saw was from him, and he said yes. I asked him if it was a reason for him leaving, and he said not really, not completely, not totally. No. He's not saying it wasn't part of it. He's just saying that wasn't the whole reason for him leaving. He said it's not like the pinpoint. It's not it's not pinpointed. It's not the exact total reason why he left. But it seems like it might have a little something to do with it. And he's not saying that. But that's the feeling I'm getting from him, that, yeah, kind of, but not exactly. But he's not telling me why. He said because I can, which means because he can. He doesn't have to tell me. He can do it however he wants. He says sometimes it's better not knowing because it won't change the outcome. And it happened for a reason, like they all do. What's done is done. He wants, sorry, he wants you to know that they showed me that when we get up there, the first thing they start doing is peeling us like an onion, peeling all this heavy layer of earth crap, I call it, the more negative energies, the stuff that weighs us down. And they kind of peel it off of us and cleanse us. And he said he's going through the process. He's still going through the process. And he's almost done. So any of that crap that happened to him down here, he will be cleansed. His vibration will go up much higher and brighter. He said it's all about love, baby. It's all about love. And everything is perfect. Just like you. I know I messed up. I think he's talking about the relationship with you. Can't change it now. I want to see you happy. And if you're happy, my son will be happy. Oh, now he says happier. Please be kind to yourself. Sometimes you're too hard on yourself. Be more gentle with yourself. And he kind of, could do it again. He's standing right here right now. And he kind of looks at you and he says, go take that bubble bath. Or maybe you just did. But he's telling you to take the bubble bath. Relax. Calm down. Or maybe not calm down, but relax. He's mentioning carpet, and he's just throwing words out. Carpet. You just get new carpet. You think about getting new carpet. He wants you to get new carpet. I have no clue. I have no clue why he just keeps saying carpet, carpet. Something about the carpet. He's definitely not giving a lot of details. Don't forget that I will always love you. That'll never stop. Love never dies. Love goes on. Something about pulling on your bedspread. So I don't know if you felt somebody tug on the bedspread, or maybe you'll make the bed and leave the room and come back and it'll be a little bit ruffled or a little bit pulled down on the side, or something. I'm not sure what he's referring to. He's just talking about pulling on the edge of the bedspread. Maybe you felt that when you were in bed. I said he's not giving many details at all. He says you'll get most of them. So Once again, he says, be kind. Be kinder to yourself. Be kinder to yourself. The, the biggest way you can cherish my memory is for me to see you and yours be happy. That would make him happier than anything. He's talking about something about your nose. His nose, your nose. Not sure whose nose. Somebody just have a problem with their nose. Somebody got a cold. Somebody hit their nose. He's making a very big point out of telling you, I will always be there to love and support you. Call on me. Ask me. Ask me. Ask me. Keep saying ask me. Ask me. Ask me. Ask me. So ask. Like I said before. And when you do that, it may not be right that second when you get an answer. It could be a week later and something will pop forward along whatever you've asked about that will be able to help you in some way. Let's just say it was about a job, and let's just pick that. And you might ask him, help me find a job. And you might run into somebody in the supermarket. You might get a phone call from somebody, and they'll go, "Hey, I got an opening at my place. It'd be really cool. I think it'd be good for a good job for you." It works that way. They cannot override your free will choice. You need to ask. So with that, he's going to leave. He's waving. He'd be a little kind of nonchalant, very laid back, very peaceful, very calm, very laid back, very chilled. Maybe a little too much. He wasn't too talkative. Okay. With that, he's leaving. He blew you a kiss, turned around, blew you a kiss. And with that, he's gone. Much love to you, my dear Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.